welcome back to the channel. As you've seen from the introduction, we are going to be looking at the various trophies that have been given out over the years for the Football League. We're going to look at the evolution, how it started, when the leagues were increased, how they were increased by, when they were changed, and then right up to the modern day with the Premier League and League One and League Two. So let's look at the founders. Okay, these two gentlemen, William McGregor, was a Scottish businessman born in 1846 and died in 1911. He was a co-founder of the Football League and he was a director of Aston Villa. And the gentleman on the right hand side, as you look at, is Major William Soudel, born 1850, died 1911, was an English Association football player and administrator and the first chairman of Preston North End Football Club. On March the 22nd, 1888, William McGregor, as I've said, a director of Aston Villa Football Club, created a league competition with the chairman of Blackburn Rovers, Bolton Wanderers, Preston North End, Stoke and West Bromwich Albion to provide a number of guaranteed fixtures for its members. Up until then, the Football Association ran the FA Cup, but there was no league to talk about. Clubs would make up friendlies and play each other in and around the country. The first meeting of the league committee, chaired by Major William Soudel, was followed on the following day, on March the 23rd, 1888, at Anderton's Hotel in London. The Football League was formally created in Manchester on the 17th of April, 1888, at the Royal Hotel. The name Football League was proposed by William Soudel, representing Preston North End. The first season would start on the 8th of September 1888 with 12 clubs. The first 12 clubs were Aston Villa, Blackburn Rovers, Bolton Wanderers, Derby County, Everton, Notts County, Preston North End, Stoke, West Bromwich Albion and Wolverhampton Wanderers. Stoke were not named Stoke City until 1926. The two trophies on the screen, on the left hand side is the original Football League Division 1 Championship. This was a league on its own in 1888. On the right hand side is the League Division 2 Championship trophy that was handed out. This came into being in 1892. On the right hand side we have the Division 3 Championship trophy, which was first handed out in 1921. This was also used in 1922 when the Division 3 was expanded and you had the Division 3 North and the Division 3 South leagues. We've spoken about the Division 3 leagues, North and South, in a previous video. The trophy on the right hand side is the Division 4 trophy, which didn't come into being until 1958, and I'll go into that in a bit more detail in a bit. As we know, this trophy is the Football Association's Premier League trophy, which has been in existence in 1992 when the major league clubs decided to break away from the Football League and everything was changed. We have the League 1 on the left hand side and the League 2 trophies on the right hand side, again brought into usage in a bit later, but we will go into that in a bit more detail in a moment. So on the 8th of September 1888, these are the first league matches. As you can see, Bolton Wanderers lost 6-3 at home to Derby County. Everton beat Accrington Stanley 2-1. Preston North End beat Burnley 5-2. Stoke lost 2-0 at home to West Bromwich Albion. And Wolverhampton Wanderers and Aston Villa drew 1-1. Blackburn Rovers and Notts County made their league debuts the following week. As you can also see, they were all played at different times. There was no sort of standardised time at the first league meeting. The table you can see on the screen is the 1888-1889 Football League table, with each club playing 22 games, 11 at home, 11 away. And as you can see, Preston North End won the league with 18 wins and 4 draws and no losses. Another team would not go through an entire Football League season without any losses until 2003-2004 when Arsenal did it. As you can see, Preston scored 74 goals and conceded only 15, had 40 points, which was 11 points more than Aston Villa. For many years, the Football League remained very much the same. As you can see from this table, there was Division 1, Division 2, Division 3 and Division 4. Very little changed over the early years except for the introduction of Division 3 and Division 4 in the 1920s and 1950s. There was 2 points for a win, 1 point for a draw. 2 teams at the bottom of the divisions were relegated, 2 teams were promoted. And in Division South, 3 South and North, 1 team from the champions from Division 3 South were promoted to Division 2, Division 3 North promoted to Division 2, and the 2 bottom teams in Division 2 were put into the North and South. Now, Mansfield Town and Walsall yo-yoed between Division 3 North and South if they weren't promoted, due to the Midlands being the sort of the boundary area for the cut-off point. As you can see, in 1958, the top half of Division 3 and of North and the top half of Division 3 South made up Division 3, and the bottom half of Division 3 North and Division 3 South made up the 4th Division, and the 4th Division was in place until 19. Points changed from 2 for a win to 3 for a win in the 1981-82 season. Goal average was scrapped in favour of goal difference to decide some of the league places in the 1976-77 season. What this meant was that when they talked about goal average, it was the number of goals that teams scored per game that ranked the position. Some of the early champions were actually decided on goal average, when they finished on the same number of points. That was changed to the goal difference, as we have nowadays, to determine teams' placings. If their goal difference is the same, then it's the number of goals scored, the number of goals conceded. In 1992, the Premier League was introduced, as you can see. This was introduced after the top clubs split from the Football League, and sponsorship had been started a few years early, but sort of came into the norm now where everything was being sponsored. At the bottom of the league, the annual re-election was replaced with an automatic promotion to the Football League from the champions of the National League of what it was. This was in the 1986-87 season. Before that, the bottom 4 clubs in Division 4, or prior to that, up to 1958, in Division 3 North and South, they had to apply for re-election, of which the chairmen from the bottom 4 clubs would apply to the Football League for their club to be re-elected into the Football League. Most of the times they were re-elected unopposed, but over the years there were a number of clubs that were elected out of the Football League in place of clubs from the lower leagues. The first club to suffer was Lincoln City, when they were relegated in favour of Scarborough Athletic at the start of the 87. But there was only one promotion and relegation at the time. But then in 2003-2004, you had second place and third and fourth place teams in the National League playing each other to determine another winner, and then the bottom 2 from the League 2 as it is now, but it was 3rd Division at the time, were relegated into the National League. So on this one, you can see the pyramid level of promotion and relegation: 3 up, 3 down, apart from League 2, which is 3 up, 4 down. Then the National League, and then you've got level 6s and the level 7, having come up from each of the leagues. But we're mainly concerned in this video with the top 4 levels of the pyramid levels. As you can see, in the first league table there are only 12 clubs. This did not change until the second division was brought in 1892, where there was another 12 clubs. So now we've got a league of 24 clubs. In 1894-95, the second division was expanded and the first division was expanded to 16 clubs. Automatic promotion and relegation was introduced in 1898, not in 1892. Before, it was just test matches. The bottom club in Division 1 would play the top club of Division 2. Whoever won would either be promoted or would be relegated. No automatic promotion or relegation. In 1905, the league was increased to 20 clubs per division, so we've now got 40 clubs in the Football League. And after the war in 1919, the leagues decided to expand a bit further, with another 20 clubs going into Division 3. Again, that was 20 clubs. Then in 1921, like I said, Division 3 was regionalised to North and South, so you only played teams in the North, played only teams in the North, and vice versa in the South. Those was expanded to 24 teams per division. And then in 1958, it was all changed again. League 3 became, North and South became Division 3 and Division 4. And nothing changed then until 1992, when the Premier League came in, and then we had League 1 and League 2 teams, divisions, so that instead of Division 2, 3 and 4, they were got rid of. So now if you see anything that says that a club was champions of Division 4 in 1959, 1960, you know that they did actually win a division, and it's not a misprint. This is the old First Division Championship trophy that was issued to all the winners from 1888 until 1992, when it became the Premier League, and from 1992 until the present day, it's been the championship winners that have won this. So Leicester were presented with that last year. This was the Division 2 Championship trophy that was used between 1892 and 1992. This was a Division 3 trophy that was used from 1920 until 1992, of which was given to Division 3 and Division 3 North and South winners. But in 1958, it became the sole championship trophy for Division 3. This was a Division 4 trophy that's used between 1958 and 1992. Again, this trophy, I believe, is in the Football Museum. I think it's in Preston. It might actually be in Manchester, but if anybody knows, if they'd like to drop me a message in the comments box to let me know where it is, I would be grateful. Thank you for that. Premiership trophy from 1992 to 2004, and then it was renamed the Premier League in 2004 to present. Same trophy presented each year to the Premiership winners. This is the League 1 and League 2 trophies that are presented from 2004 and to present. So the teams that win League 1 and League 2 are presented with these trophies. So we're going to go and wrap this up now, guys. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any comments, drop them down into the comments box, please. If you could hit the subscribe button, that would be brilliant. Again, like I said, it doesn't cost anybody anything. It's just something that helps the channel progress. Give me a big thumbs up and share it with your friends if you want to. So until next time, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.